The first quarter-final of Kho Kho World Cup 2025. Uganda versus New Zealand. Women's.
Toss won by Uganda, taken chasing.
So Amandeep Kaur, Parinur Kaur, Sidhu and Mankirat Kaur are the three defenders of New Zealand. The first attacking turn for Uganda. They won the toss. They elected to attack.
This is the strongest defensive batch for New Zealand, and they've got the most important tag, have they? They have got the 11-year defensive star, Parinur, the first tag.
Just 49 seconds to wipe the first defensive batch. How long are they going to take this time? If they claimed one, they got one.
Another one tagged out. This is Alisa, jersey number 95. Grace with the hard yards, jersey number 90, and has got a running tag there. The Wazir, Ojil Grace, with 2 more points.
Quick change there. That was a very intelligent change by Nankumba, wearing the number 2 jersey for Uganda. They're creating that pressure. Wazir comes in. She's going to hunt her down, and she does it in style. 55 seconds for the second batch on court for New Zealand.
Umpire raises his finger. End of batch number 3. Uganda fiercely on the attack. Can these two ladies run that clock down for New Zealand? They are struggling in defense today, which is usually their strength.
Jyoti is doing well, wearing the number 9 t-shirt. Oh, they're claiming a touch given. Simran Kaur wanted to come in and take away that attention, but she was caught unawares. And another tagging done.
Wazir this time, quick course coming in. Mankirat is out with a running tag. A Wari jersey number 9. Uganda have hit them hard. Change of direction again and again, but you can't do that against the Wazir. You will lose out, and so does Alisa as she is tagged out.
And that's the circle defense. What number 3, Ojil Grace, is doing. She's going to circle around, and she's eating up seconds now. 1 minute 57 seconds gone. Now it's 2 minutes, and after 3 minutes, the dream run bonus point will come for Uganda.
And now Ashley Palmer, the Wazir, in action. Just a little late on their course, just a little late on their energy as well, New Zealand. They had 2 matches yesterday, so I'm wondering if that is the impact. But at the moment, Uganda on the money. Change of direction there from Nankumba, and Ashley Palmer now in action.
Big difference between the Wazir of Uganda and New Zealand. The Wazir was quick. One of the Wazir is playing as a defender at the moment. Ojil, number 3, she's playing around.
Nankumba, Uganda had 2 low-scoring games against Kenya and England. Meanwhile, the dream run is on. 3 minutes for this batch on the mat.
It was in the coming. And they're claiming a touch. They get one. Nankumba is out. But they've got a strong defender in the form of Ojil Grace, wearing the number 3 jersey. Another dream run will come. We're just waiting now. 10 more seconds to go before another dream run comes in. Ojil wearing the number 3 t-shirt.
Another 3 seconds, 2-1, and there is another dream run point for Uganda. They had low-scoring games against Kenya and England, which outlined their defensive technique as well, which they are putting to good use here.
Circling around and then running straight down to the post on the far side. Turns around, Ojil. You know what, I'm anticipating 2 more dream run points. She's full with stamina. How is she going to manage her speed? Because she's going to come out and attack also in turn number 3. Ojil, well done. And that was a nice dodge given by her.
Dream run point coming in for Ojil Grace. Another one. Now it's 4 minutes on the clock. She goes deep in the attacker's block to change direction.
The countdown begins. Another dream run point coming in. Diving. Tag done.
New Zealand have to be a lot quicker, lot better with their anticipation. Does she get the running tag? No. Amandeep Kaur not reaching out. Again with the Kho to Grace.
You know what, sometimes the mind says that you can reach to the player, but then the last plunge that comes from the attackers, that matters the most. They tag one more.
Ashley Palmer has been very influential for them through this tournament. Today, she hasn't really come into the game with a quick Kho here, but Mankirat has to change direction.
Mankirat was in 2 minds. She needs to be quick, even if she change direction. Just be quick and just pass on the baton to your teammate. And that's nice tagging, well planned. Alisa Fenimore has been very agile as an attacker as far as the New Zealand is concerned. And 1 more tagging done. Grace Walters fetches 2 more points. But there's 1 more defender on the mat, and that is number 10, Nalubega.
Just 3 seconds on the clock. Can they get the last defender out as well? No, that's the end of the third. And jersey number 10, Nalubega, survives. 16 points for New Zealand in that attacking turn. They replied well.
New Zealand have come out with a plan. Number 2, Parinu, defending. Oh, she's been tagged! Just casual near the centre line, and she paid the price for it.
Just a touch slow, hopping across the central lane, and the running tag gets her out. Now, Mankirat, what can she do? She's now being chased by the Wazir, hops across the central lane, looking over her shoulder what the attacker is doing. Amandeep Kaur, meanwhile, at the other post, goes for the post dive. A worry, but is out of reach.
Amandeep Kaur, experience on her side. She's gone wide towards the far post, watching very carefully. Moves around, she'll do a circle defending for sure, saving her energy. That's hard work for attackers. Early rise was the call. A change of direction in the end. It's all happening, and that's giving extra seconds for the New Zealand defenders.
And Uganda this time a little lethargic on their attack, but no, burst of pace this time around from Nangumba, and she gets Mankirat with the running tag. Skipper Sidhu on the court at the moment. She's the lone defender from this batch. The Wazir with the chase. She goes back with the core and the post dive. Has she got the tag? Oh my God! What a post dive here to send by Sidhu. Rajwinder still on the mat though. Jersey number 10. 1 minute on the clock for this match.
Well, then they need to defend well again.
Just away from her reach. Jyoti Rani hopping over the central lane very well. Can she run down the clock? 50 seconds remaining.
Batch time is more than 1 minute, but as we were speaking, Jyoti has been tagged and she will go back to the dugout. And they will fetch not one, but they'll go beyond that. Every 30 seconds after 3 minutes will get them one dream run point. Here comes the first one.
The lead is extended to 44. Simran gets the tag. No. There was change of direction. Ojal Grace survives. Now Grace for New Zealand. Decoy Kho, but doesn't work. Simran with the Kho again. Now it's Nankumba who's holding the post at the far end. Ojal Grace at the other end. This is good defensive strategy from Uganda's batch.
Another dream run point comes in for Uganda. They've sealed the game. There's no way that now New Zealand can make a comeback. And the semi-final spot for me has been sealed by Uganda. They're going ahead for the 8th dream run point. 5 more seconds to go, and this is game and match sealed by Uganda. Another dream run point coming in.
Uganda were tested against Kenya, against England. Their attack and defense has been on point. The clock is running down. 3 seconds on the clock. Uganda have done it. Ojal Grace has done it. Uganda are into the semi-finals of the Kho Kho World Cup.
First team to qualify for the semi-finals, Uganda. In what style? The defender number 3 on your screen, Ojal Grace, was dodging till the last minute. And that speaks about the defensive class of Uganda.